My name's Tomek Klusniak. I come from Australia, Gold Coast. My passion is base jumping. I've always wanted to do it, like years and years ago. Already seen like people jumping off an antenna or something. I can't even remember where I first saw it, but I kind of always thought it was like an impossible dream. Like how the fuck do people? Oh, whoops! Can't swear. Yeah. How do people, get to that? And then did a bit of, research and found out you had to skydive and things like that. Then ever since then, I've just been doing everything, cutting out basically everything else in life just to get to base jumping, to here. I guess I fell in love with people flying wingsuits and sweet proximity lines and cool shit like that. But I realised it was it's kind of a long trip before you can kind of get to that sort of level. And then once I started skydiving, I guess I kind of fell in love with that as well, and all the little disciplines and intricacies in skydiving just kind of took their own path. So I stayed doing that for a while, and I was happy chilling there till I got to my actual goal, which I kind of still haven't really got to yet, but which is wingsuit base. But I'm pretty close. I'm getting there. I'm well on the way there. Awesome. I had about 450-ish skydives before I got, I found a mentor. It was hard for me to get to make it to base, because I had to, this whole skydiving thing's expensive. And I was working somewhere I didn't have, didn't have anyone to give me the money just to go become a skydiver. I had to work my ass off. You have to start skydiving somewhere. So what I did was, I was still in Sydney, worked during the week and did, skydived and did my courses. And the kind of common way is to eventually become a base jumper. You need to know how to fly a canopy and fly your body. It took me a while, but I slowly kind of realized that most of the, all the good base jumping and all the good skydiving and everything, lots more going on in Europe. So I bought a van in Europe, came over here and drove around from drop zone to drop zone. Weekend after weekend being at the drop zone, saving all my money, eating rice and beans.
3, 2, 1, see ya.
just learning to fly from all different people, like in Poland and other places. Eventually come across a guy called Oleg, which is a wingsuit base jumper, and kind of told him about, you know, my dreams and sort of like my goals. And then I told him that I want to become base jumper and my plan and blah blah. He said, sweet, get the money up and buy gear and things, and when you can come back and I'll teach you. So I went back to Australia, worked my ass off, bought my base rig and my wingsuit. I'm going to Europe. All the big mountains are in Europe. Everything I want is in Europe. Before that, I'd already had just organised my Polish passport, which kind of gave me an option to work over there. And then I just bought a one-way ticket to Poland. I was like, I'm going to make it, going to work it out. I'm not coming back to Australia. Got contact with a guy that had a job offer in Switzerland, in Lauterbrunnen in the valley, in a cafe. So before I knew it, I ended up here. My next goal would be getting to wingsuit base jumping. Okay, the biggest thing for me to make it to where I've made it, you got to be the one that, like, if you want it, don't wait for anyone to give you any sort of handouts or anything. If you want to become a base jumper, you have to be the one to stop, research, figure out the steps, and you take the first step, and the next, and the next, and the next. If you wait for, say, your friends to come become base jumpers with you or something, it ain't ever going to happen. Well, it wouldn't have happened. I'd still be on the Gold Coast surfing. Like, none of my other friends do what I do, but only because I was kind of stubborn and get what I wanted and not wait for anyone else. So just got to get it.